We found that gear except for we'll just take off these to double check. If I can fit it all in here, I think I should be able to. Just take it all off. Just do the profile walk, you know. With my punch, my basic punch. I can't attack in here, can I? That's my only skill I have right now. Nothing over here. I got so much to do, and multiple characters now to do it all on, so I gotta get some stuff going here. Well anyways, let's go over our stats. I'm minus 60% on everything, which that's normal. 2 Katava rounds. First 30, and then the second another 30. Energy shield 0, 1125, life, mana 590, and evasion 333. Happy pie. And then these are the stats. I was thinking about radically changing things, but last time I did that didn't work, and I just died over and over, and then it was a waste, and then I had to do a bunch of different stuff. So they changed the times. So this should be what I want. Don't really want the stats, but they're both there, the big ones, because you need them in the combination of what else you're buying, because if you don't, you won't be able to get some things to max level, and you can't use raw dexterity items, you can't use raw strength items, but you can use the mixed items, dex, intellect, intellect, strength. I can't use strength, I can't use dexterity solid. In most cases, but there are, alternative spells. There's all those different spells, skills, and skill gems, that is, because there's an ability for every single way to play somehow. You just have to find the right ability. So we're sacrificing this was in here, and we did have this life node as well, so that's one of the things, and we're just not going with the energy shield. It's just not enough. Maybe later, but not right now. And we could sack this, but no, I'm not sacrificing any life nodes. Life is far more important than I was using. So we're not that one. So we're not doing that. We're always going to life nodes. Plus the strength nodes give you HP a good amount at 30 per one. Oh yeah, I want that one. Yeah, it's more melee. Although this one would help if I was going with this, and I kind of do want Righteous Decree, actually. No, we're not going to switch that right now. That's for a later time if we have more points later. So, sacrifice. We're going to keep this blank for just a second. It's nice. I've used it for a while, but if I had one to sacrifice, literally, pun intended, that would be probably the one to sacrifice. So, but we're not there yet. We'll fill it out however we're going, and I always miss some stuff, so that's why I did this like 7 times to get it as close as I could, but I keep missing things still, and we're still missing a good amount still. So I don't know where I missed it, so I have to double check some things. Oh, we got that this time. And also this node, minion damage 10% and minion damage 10%, we're probably not going to do. Those are 2 nodes we had, so that's 3 points difference. Over here, I need that. Would normally not get this intelligence, but I need it for the other one. And I don't have the intelligence nodes over here. 1, 2... Maybe I do. We're going to skip on this intelligence node for a second. because I might have it on the radius on this side, because there's 3, and then that one might reach. It might just be outside the limit. I don't know. But that would help if I had that extra point, actually. Oh yeah, here's the big one. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, there's 5, and then this one would be here normally, and then sacrifice, and that leaves us to 3. Okay, so we're going to skip sacrifice, and we're going to skip this point for a second. We're going to look. So it looks very similar, and I just don't have my jewels in yet. But if I can keep this 1 point over here, that would help me tremendously. Even a single point is amazingly strong right now to have as a spare. So yeah, it looks pretty much the same. I altered a little thing, a couple of little things, not much. I think I had this point. I'm going to stick without it. And I would go this way, because then I could save these 2 points instead of the 1. But the reduced reserve mana is the reason I'm doing this, so that's the only reason I'm over here. So that wouldn't really work, but I think I was using this. And the big one I need, so. Alright, so we have a couple of choices here. This is just duration, but the plus maximum power charges would really help. And I have a couple other options for plus maximum power charges as well. Right here is another one, and then increased spell damage. Duration really doesn't matter. I get infinite number of them now because of overcharge, but if I had one more, then this, that would be per, so that if that's 4, and then that one, that would be 5, that'd be 20% bonus right there. Then also over here, Disciple of the Forbidden, +1, say I had 5 max power charges, that'd be 4 there, that'd be 20, and then 25% here as well per power charge. That's ridiculous damage. I'm thinking about, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about actually going crit frost or crit fire or crit lightning, but probably crit frost or for this build, this character. But I think I might just build another witch and go that Frostfire build I want to go with, which just has enough bare minimum frost to just do chill effects, nothing else, and then just max fire, max power charges, max spell crit, all this. Like there's so many good things all around to make spell crit viable. Annihilation here, just there's so much, and you could just blow up things. And you know, I haven't done a fire mage in a long time for many games. I usually do frost, but it seems like that would be nice to do fire for crit. So we have those 5 points left, and as far as it looks, we have all of our defenses. We're losing a little bit of damage, 20% at least right there. We still have our max defenses here. Still have our max necromancy nodes. Still have our primary attributes nodes. Still have our max life and energy shield. As long as it has life in it, I'm going for it. Need this one to get overcharged, so that's what that one's for. Still have our 3 jewel slots. I also wanted to save points to get one of these large jewel slots, but gonna have to wait, and then if I get an actual cluster jewel at some point, I'll work with it, but at the moment it doesn't really matter. I really want to do max power charges, because just with 3 I'm getting 120% crit bonus. As long as I have the 3, and I can keep it as long as I keep killing, so that is a huge amount, even for 10 seconds against the boss. You kill all the minions, go right to the boss, and then you just burst for 10 seconds, and it's enough to do some tremendous damage. There are some cool other things I wanted to get too, but I just don't have it. And I do want energy shields again. I just don't want it right now. And they move this over here. I don't have to go super energy shield, and I'm going as much life as I can. Well, as much as I can within reason. I'm missing a couple nodes, but. And I do really want this one again, and I could with the 5 points, but we'll see. I have something else in mind. I'm probably going to go with, well, if I have these points right here, I could go with Disciple of Forbidden, and, you know, if I went with just these two, that'd be, I need 1 extra point. But if I could find just 1 extra point, and I could find it somewhere, I'm sure, I could have 45% more damage during power charges. And if I had 5 power charges too, and then this increases crit, or the multiplier, so the big damage when you do crit, if this was 5, that'd be 40% increased critical chance overall for 5 charges, and then 40% increased mana regeneration as well. So it's very nice. I really want to make an elementalist fire crit build now. Just you know, still have a little necromancy, but don't go any necromancy. You know, it's just all spell crit and burning down everything to the ground. It would be very nice. Could go with that too, you know, at some point. But yeah, that's everything. We still got our major nodes: Spiritual Aid, Righteous Army. This one's not a main one, but it's a good one. Redemption. We still got this Holy Dominion for the extra freeze, shock, and ignite chance, which I really like, and 12 elemental resistances. We're only missing 2 life nodes as far as I know. 1 and 2, so we're not missing too many. We got these life nodes too, and mana regeneration, and we got these and those as well with life and energy shield. So we got everything we could as far as life within you know, the closest regions, and I could sacrifice some point. I could go without these 2 if I had to. Put this one in, or no, I couldn't. You know, I can find something, I guess, but we're gonna go with instead of the power charge, because that's something I'm gonna work on later, and it doesn't exactly fit with this build, but it would work too. It's just I'm gonna go with the 3 points here, and if I have 4 points, I might do that other thing, but I'm gonna go Arcane Capacitor, and I don't have to get this 4th point, so. This one's nice, but this one's better. Constant 10% arcane, or effective arcane surge, so it's 10%, so 1%, so 11% at all times. And then this is another 10% effect to 50%, so I could go up to 16% if it's, you know, raging on perfectly. And we didn't put in sacrifice, so we might use this still. I don't. The minions, you know, they're nice, but it's not as important as other things. And I got discipline on, so in most cases, most fights, they're gonna survive without that even coming into play. They won't need to reject his energy shield. So you know, I don't really need that. Everything else looks good. We're gonna press yes. And hopefully it's all in the right order. It looks like it. We did it 8 times just to make sure it was right. So far everything looks good. Alright, press yes. And I don't know why it's saying that. It should. Okay, it's just because it was from before. I can equip it now. Okay. crap, I forgot. Potions in there. Let's, hey, 13.8 DPS, dual fist. Now my life is at 2384, energy shield's 246, mana's at 1162, and evasion's at 397. And I'm minus 43% for elemental resistances, and minus 40% for chaos. Alright, I wanted to double check that, and then... Oh man, I hope I did it right. That's so many points to redo. We're getting some terrible lag. We're just in the home base too, so. What just happened there? Nothing, just a glitch. Okay, we're still short on fire, so that must be one of our ascendancy points. We'll get to that here in a second though. 23,888. Let's put in the first one. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 just to measure, so we have it. Huh. The bottom part doesn't say you fire 2 additional projectiles. Oh, it does there. It just says it out of order. Okay. Let's see if we can put this one over here. Oh man, it misses it by just a second. Oh wait. We're 23,888. This is 24,391. This one's saying it's working, but I don't know how. 1, 2, 3. That one's not in, so. Okay, let me put it on the other one, see if it's not working there. One, 2, 3. It's not being very working. It's saying it's working, but it shouldn't be. And I'm pretty sure it's not, so. Let me just leave it there for a second. 24, it went up on damage. It is working. How? It shouldn't be. Not that I'm unhappy, but you know, it should prove that it's working. So 10. Is there any life here? Or intellect? 10, 20, 30. And this one and this one. That's why it's bullshit that this one doesn't reach over here. This one should reach right here and it would be perfect. And this doesn't work. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe it's broken and it's still working. It's kind of cool, but also not kind of cool. Alright, so 24,391. 24,788. So it is work. And alright, so that's definitely 3. Put it on. Definitely 5. So if it's got 40 intelligence radius, fires 2 additional projectiles. So if that works, the other one has to work, even though it doesn't make sense why it's working. It's not giving me any, like right here, you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's bonus, and then there's one, and there's one, there's one. This is the best spot in the world for it. But that's only 1 right there. 2, 3, and this would be 4. There's nothing down here. I don't have that one. I don't have these 2. Whatever, it's gonna work without taking that point. I'm gonna take it, even though I shouldn't, but it's working. It's not my fault, it's the game. Somehow it's working, I don't know how, but it's, maybe, nope. It's strength, it shouldn't be counting strength. I don't have one of those transitional mods, and oh, there's one over here too, I didn't get that one, but I don't have any of that. I don't know, but it saves us a point on this side, and that actually makes things very nice. Considering I could use that point. And we're gonna put in the last one right there. From dust to there. And then, yeah, it ain't my fault. It's working, but it shouldn't, but it's not my fault. The game's giving it to me. I tried on both ends and it should be at 30 and 30, but it's still giving it to me, so I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be within 30, not 40. It's just saying 40. I have no idea. Wouldn't be able to find out on here because I have all those nodes, so. Alright, well, I could sacrifice a point somewhere to get those power charges now, which would be very much more beneficial than anything else. Or have just enough to actually get another a jewel, probably a cluster one. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have that last one too. I also have another option down here. If I didn't have that extra point and sacrifice 1, 2, 3, I could go for 1 right there. So that one's not bad. I like that spot. 1, 2, 3, and then have 2 spots left. I could, yeah, this doesn't actually offer, it gives me 1% regen, I like that, but max life on minions, I don't care. They're gonna die, I'll just regenerate them, or re-raise them. Them regenerating is kind of nice, but that's not too important, and 10 to elemental resistances isn't that important. I didn't think that would work with the node. I think it's broken. But it's not my fault. I double checked on both sides and it seems to be broken on either side, so maybe it's 30. It just says tooltip 40, but maybe it's just 30. It says it's working. And I'm not gonna mess with points just to unfix it, to make it unwork. Screw that. It's not my fault. Ooh, I could. Sucks to lose life, but I really could do that for the extra points. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 1 point. I can't sacrifice a major node. I could lose that one, honestly. Yeah, that one's not as good. Spiritual command is, you know, it's nicer than sacrifice, even though I love the word sacrifice, and I like this node. It's just, I don't care about attack speed. That's for one spec, basically, with minions. I care about the cast speed, but I don't get a bonus to that with my minions, and their accuracy doesn't matter. I think we're gonna get rid of that, yeah. Yeah, we could get rid of that. I don't want to sacrifice HP, honestly. And this one is really nice. It's kind of the same thing. But it gives me 10% or 12% increased damage, and then it gives movement speed, attack speed, cast speed. Huh. This one's kind of the same as that one. Because going with the arcane capacitor is nice, but I could grab some superpower, the power charges. Not there. Yeah, I could sacrifice one of these HP nodes. Kind of sucks, but not this one, unfortunately, or that. Okay, we're at 3154, and energy of shield is 1624. Mana 1571. That's pretty nice. And we still have the ascendancy to go through, but I want to get this last point in. The spiritual command has far less importance. Redemption gives 12% damage for me. See, these are nice, but maybe I could just skip these nodes. Like, I don't really give a crap about their health either, so... See, I need that node, and I can get it right there. Only one. That would save me 3, 4, 5. This one I need. I could go this way, and 2, but I don't need to go that way. I could go that, so... I don't care about life. Attack speed, cast speed's nice, but I don't really care about it. I could just skip these nodes, I think. That would save me a bunch of points, actually. Yeah, let's think about that for a second. So 3, 4, 5, but I would need 1 here to do 4. I want 6, so I'd still have 3 points left. I'd still be able to get this too on top. Oh man, that is so much better, I think. Alright, so we're gonna try this. I have to put a point here, and then I need, wait, hold on, yeah, 1 point here. Remove 5, and I have 1, so I need 4. And that's 6. And yeah, let's try this out. It's a little crazy, but hey, it's not too bad. And the attack speed is, you know, it's for wands, so it's not cast speed, so I don't care about their attack and cast speed. I mainly just burn them to death, my own skeletons, and my zombies are just there to block. So the specters I kind of like it for, and that sucks for them because they're blitzers. But I would gain a lot more power personally and not rely on things other than me, because my minions can all die and I need to still survive. Alright, so we got 1, and we're gonna move 4, so I need 4 points. 4 regrets. And this is a radical modification. I haven't done this ever. I've always used these. Sacrifice even had some of these, and all this too, this last one too before. That gives me 9. So I could go 1, 2, 3. That's the same over there. I would like that one too, but it's for a later time probably. And then 2 right here. Duration's nice, but not as good as spell damage per charge. And then that would give me to 5. Oh yeah, that's much better looking. Press yes. I don't understand how I have 4 refund points left. I used... Something went wrong here. What? How did I mess that up? It didn't work. What the hell happened? This is connected. I don't need, I need this here for this. This is connected. Alright, it just glitched for a second. Everything's cool. I just couldn't do it all at once, I guess. Not a glitch, I just couldn't do it all at once. Oh, that is gonna rock so hard. Oh man, I gotta look right now. Spell damage modifier per power charge 4%. Critical strike 48%. Power charge is 1 of 4. I have a power charge right now? I get to keep a power charge at all times? Are you kidding me? I thought that, well, that's kind of good, but also not kind of good. I don't get the 5 that I thought I was going to get. Wait, did I do that right? Did something mess up? +1 to minimum power charges. No, I just read it wrong. Crap, I don't get those bonuses that I got. I'm down 1 of each of those, so 8%, 8%, 5%, and 5% down on all those numbers. But it's still not that bad. Maximum. Okay, see, that's the big boy, so you gotta go minimum for that one. But still, that means I'm always on a power charge now. That's friggin' amazing. And then this one's plus max, this one's plus 4. Increased damage. This one should be 5, and this one should be... Oh, 1 spell damage. See, power charges still work for melee too. 5% increased damage per power charge. This one's 5% or 4% increased spell damage per power charge. So they're still gonna work. They don't work exactly as I thought. But I still got arcane capacitor on top of that, and I want that overcharge so bad right now. I just need 2 more points somewhere. I'm gonna have to think about that. But still, we got rid of this node, which we didn't need. It was nice, but we didn't need this. Those 5 whole points that helped so much, and then we converted this slot over here, which we could use. And then this down here. That's perfect. That looks much better too. My minions will be weaker, but I am a huge amount stronger. +1 to minimum, and I'm always power charged. I'm always 1 charge. That's freaking amazing. That's even better than I thought. I thought that wasn't so good, but that's way better than I thought. Oh, it goes to, see, the damage modifier per frenzy charge, I think. Because that wasn't there. It was just attack and cast speed per frenzy. At least I don't think that was there, and it looks like that's what it would be. Critical strike chance modifier per power charge, so I can have 4 times 48. And I got 1 always, so 3 more. 16% more damage, that's not too bad at max. And even more mana regeneration as well. I might be able to get rid of clarity. My mana regeneration is pretty high. Nice, and we're still not done. We have to finish this other part yet. Also, more is 2, so 4, and 8 is 12. So now I'm at 17% chance to get a power charge and 14% chance to get the others still. My minion damage modifier went down. It was at 300 something. Plus 229, wow. That's not all from the changes that I did. I didn't sacrifice many damages. Still, my crit chance is 48% instead of 5. I was wrong with that, unfortunately, but it's fine. We learned from our mistakes, of course. 48 times 4 is 192%. So when I get 4 charges, well, 3, because I always have 1 at all times now, which is awesome. I'm always powered. That's ridiculous. I can get up to 192, but 8% away from 200% basically on crit chance. So, and 16% spell damage. And I swear that that damage modifier per frenzy charge was not there. And then another 32% for mana regeneration. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh yeah, we're more crit frost as well now. We still got a bit of summoning, but we're mainly necromancy. But now cryomancy is second, and now we're actually criticals as well, spell criticals as well. Power charge criticals. And then summoning. So we actually, that amount of points just changed anything. I'm changing with overcharged. I should have had it overcharged the whole time. Honestly, I just didn't see. I was just unrecognizing how much power that was right there. I just didn't see it. Should have had that the whole time. Yes, and we did radical things, and it looked much better that way. We are going to go with Commander of Darkness still. to you and allies, so everybody is allies, not just party members. All my minions, so I still get 3% attack cast speed for everybody, and then 30% damage, and then 30% resistance, so we're going to go with that one. I like Commander of Darkness, that's a good start one. And that puts us back into our minimum resistances, near max 93s, and a little over max still. And that puts us at 27 and 28. We're not gaining a full 2,000 like we were before. Only 1,500. But we still have 4 more ascendancy points, so that might have something to do with something. I still like this path more than that one's nice, but no, I'm not like total necromancy. That's for definitely total necromancy, using every single necromancy that you could. At one point I might do that, but right now, no. Love mindless aggression. Bone barrier got nerfed, which sucks. It's not as good as it was, and I might want to just do Arcane Cloak. Now, Mistress of Sacrifice is really nice, and so is Essence Glutton, but the big thing is, do I want my 4 points in this slot, or this slot, or this slot? And cast speed's nice, but that's not a big enough thing. 10% damage is nice, but it's not that. 8% cast speed total, and 15% increase in... Well, the minions always do that, so that's a static for everywhere you go, so that doesn't matter. And chilled and shock, so lightning and frost, but I don't really want to do that for this. But Mistress of Sacrifice is really nice. It just makes the offerings affect you. I might want that one. And then this one didn't look as good, but Essence Glutton is kind of nice, actually. I was thinking about that for my last 2 points when I go to the last labyrinth, which I'm going to probably really try to do that immediately, as fast as possible, because I want those last 2 points. See, it just makes it's more defensive, but the thing is, it's not bad. It's extremely high regeneration, and the maximum mana. You know, I didn't think that was too good early on, but it really is, because that's how you get the extra auras and stuff. And it would keep my allies and everybody else, including my minions and stuff, their energy shield active. Oh, it doesn't do health, actually, but it does keep energy and mana active. It's nice, but it's not good enough. I kind of miss Bone Barrier, but the thing is, Arcane Cloak would be fine. I'm gonna look at Arcane Cloak before I do this. Let's go to Siosa. I want to, or no, Oriath. Let's see the high-level version of what she's got available. Because if I can live without arcane or bone armor, then I could. It's just I lived without it for a long time. It's just
that's the trail.
Oh yeah, she sells the whatever, it doesn't matter. So that might be why they nerfed bone armor, because They want Arcane Cloak to be used mainly for casters, whereas Necromancy had like an advantage over all of the casters with bone armor. That's why it got nerfed. It's just added lightning damage, and that really doesn't help me. But it still blocks damage. Let's check out something. People are trying to sell arcane cloaks not leveled up. What the hell? I was looking for a level 20. Nobody's gonna buy that. Oh man. Terrible marketers sometimes. That's one of the worst ideas in the world, trying to sell a level 1 item that can be bought at level 1. Come on, use your brain a little bit, people. Yeah, I'll just have to look back at this. So, alright. So I have 10 minions, so that won't be a problem. So 10% physical reduction. Did they take away the... Oh man, I don't want to buy it and have them... Yeah, it's gone. I have to buy it again. I don't want to buy it and then have to get rid of it. Doesn't say it reduces damage at all, or blocks damage anymore. If they took that away, I should have noticed. I should have checked. If they took away the 2,000 damage that it blocks, this isn't as good. Alright, we'll go with it because I have to check it. If I have to get rid of it, that's fine. But Mistress of Sacrifice is a lot better than I thought, because who cares if you lose a quarter of the effect of the offering. And then there's still a 30% increase in skill effect duration. So you lose a little bit, but your minions gain some. And then just 30% increased minion duration. That's for, you know, timed, like Raging Spirits, which honestly I had everything. I used every minion I could find back when I first started, so I could go back to the full Necromancy if I wanted to. Same with this. That would work well with that. So, you know, you're using Raging Spirit, Spectre, Zombie, Skeletons, Herald of Purity, weapons that you can summon, Guardians, armor that you can summon, everything. Phantasms, you know. If you're going for every single minion in the book, you want those, especially since at least half of them are durations. We're going to go with this. I hope I don't have to re-spend it, but I have the money for it anyway, so we're good. Alright, oh yeah, the immunity to bleeding. It didn't even say that on there. That's the big thing. I wouldn't want to not have that over Arcane Cloak, honestly. Still 2,000 damage, alright, so that didn't change. 2% increased recovery rate of life and energy per minion. I don't remember that part. That seems like a change that they gave. The minions have 20% max life, that seems normal. And the physical reduction I think was there, so I had to relook at the full patch notes to fully see what they changed exactly. But yeah, always being overcharged now is freaking amazing. I'm gonna keep off clarity for a moment. because if I can do it without clarity, I would go with precision. Whoo! That took a lot. Wait, put on clarity for a second. No, not bad. I have more mana than I had before. I must have did another mana node or something. Alright, we'll keep that off for just a second. Let's summon everything up. Let's look at full power. $44. I lost damage. How did I lose damage? I feel slower too. Oh wait, it might be clarity actually. Per aura I might get a bonus. It is. Alright, so now, yeah. I remember there was something like that. I don't remember which node it is, but per aura. I think it's actually an ascendancy. So, summon for 47. We were closer to 48, but with the bonus, but still that's not too bad. I need to get some minions. Yeah, let's go Blood Aqueduct to go get our minions, so we can see this maximum where we're at. I actually gained some energy shield, it looks like. And having an arcane capacitor as well makes it even nicer.
Clatter.
Alright, we got crappy specters for now, but it's fine, we got something. And I was at 9 or 8. 9 zombies and 10 skeletons, so lost 1 of each on there. And bone armor affects my whole crew, so arcane cloak is nice, but it's not as nice for the necromancer. And we have clarity on, but I'd rather have precision at this point. That's with it. Let's take clarity off. I'm still losing a little bit, and I would lose a bit over time. Let's see. I do lose a little damage per aura, but I think I can get it back with precision, so. This should work better, but you know, I can't test it without a real location, so. That was just to spawn some base minimums of my zombies and specters, so I'll fix them out. this stuff. And I most likely don't have a precision on me. Got a vitality. I wouldn't need that though, not for this. Let's see. Yeah, it has to be auras. I was thinking of Herald of Purity. Even level 1, not maxed out or anything. Hatred is fine. Discipline is fine. If I could get a max HP one, I would go with that, but I don't have that. I don't think they make that.